we're ready. Please do not look at anybody in the eye. Barbell pad. Hola, my little papayas. Today I'm gonna walk you guys through my glute and hamstring workout. But before we get started, we have to do mobility, okay? Make sure you guys are warming up before you're doing any sort of weight. So I'm gonna take you guys through a very simple mobility workout routine. I do this for every single leg day and it takes literally less than 10 minutes. All right, so no excuses. Let's go. I've been doing this mobility routine for a while now, so my flexibility is a lot better than it was when I first started. So if you can't touch your toes all the way, that's totally fine. Just go as far as you can. You know, if you can only go as far as your knee or even your quad, that is totally fine. As long as you feel that stretch down here, that's literally all that matters. You're really gonna feel that stretch down here and in the front right here. And then you don't have to go this forward either. If you can only go this far without it hurting, stick to that. So stick to what's gonna feel comfortable. And while I do my mobility routine, I will be drinking my Avtice Shred. I decided to do energy drink today because I am packing, I'm moving, I'm going to Texas. And I'm definitely gonna need one of these later on today. And if I took Avtice Shred Extreme, which is what I normally take before my leg days, I would have been cooked for the rest of the day. So if you like Coke Zero, you're gonna like this flavor. It's so fucking good. This is one of my favorites because you're able to feel the stretch back here. And then it allows you to kind of like get your hips open for you to do any sort of like squat, deadlift movement, things like that. If you're unable to do this movement, literally an air squat would be just fine. You can add a resistance band to your legs to make it a little bit harder. And I like to hold my toes just to like give me a little bit more balance. And then when I'm up here, I kind of pull on my toes to get some of that stretch on my lower back. It just feels really good. All right, now we got another favorite exercise of mine. This is really gonna help open up those hips. You don't have to use a resistance band like me. I've been doing this movement for a very long time, so I need it to be a little bit more difficult. So I use a resistance band so I can really feel it in my hips. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna get your resistance band and put it in between your legs here, put them above your knees, and you're gonna stretch one out over here, like this. And then you're going to want to move very slowly. So you slowly go up, hold it for a little bit, and then slowly go down. And you should feel it all right here. And after you're done with that leg, just move this band above your knee. And then do the same thing on this leg. Just put it under your knee like this. And here you'll be able to tell which hip is tighter than the other hip. So if you want, you can give it just a little bit more attention by doing a few more reps until it starts feeling a little bit better and less tight. And I can already tell you right now, my left hip is tight. So I'm gonna give it 2 more reps. It's starting to feel a lot better. And last one. Boom. Okay, so for this last one, you're gonna want to use a bench or any elevated surface. You can also use like a little box. So you're gonna set one leg completely flat on the bench, just like this. And you should feel the stretch all right here. And you can use the bench to assist you going up and going down and switch. I only like doing 5 reps on these. I don't really need much, but you can do as many as you please. Oh man, I can just feel how tight my glute is on this left leg. So I'm gonna give it a little extra more attention and do 2 extra reps on this side. All right, so now that we are all warmed up, we're good to go, we feel good. Now it's time to warm up with the actual exercises that we will be doing. So first warm up will be leg curls. I always love doing leg curls first as my first exercise, just because for me, it just feels the best, especially when I go into compound lifts. My legs just feel extra warmed up and it just feels good with any movement that I do. All right. So we're gonna pick a nice, good weight to do 10 to 12 reps, just to get them nice and warmed up. I like to lean forward, hug the bars. I know some of you may not have bars or may be able to do it because all leg curl machines are gonna be a little bit different. But if you are able to do this, I highly recommend doing it. So I like to lean forward, keep my spine neutral. Don't be going like this. Don't be hunching over, okay? Sit up straight and then curl in, pause, and control the weight up, and just repeat this. And I forgot to shave my legs, so y'all don't be zooming in and shit. Don't judge me. All right. That feels really good. We're gonna do 2 more sets of warm-up, and then we're gonna get to the working set. So each warm-up, I like to increase it by 10 pounds, and then decrease the rep range by like 2 to 3 reps. Okay, time for our working set. Today we're gonna keep this workout short because your girl gotta keep packing because we're leaving to Texas literally in 9 freaking days. So we're gonna be doing 2 sets of everything. We got our working set. We're starting our working set now. So the goal is to be able to do 10 reps, but if I can only get 8, that is totally fine too. So the goal is 8 to 10 reps for 2 sets. That last rep, no matter how much that burns, make sure to control it. Don't just slam the weight or slam the machine. Control the weight the entire time. And now we're gonna put our knee sleeves on to kind of help us support us in our lift. So for leg days, my favorite shoes are either Avtices or good old Converse because they are flat shoes. And on leg day, you definitely want to use flat shoes, especially when you're doing Bulgarian split squats. You just want to be able to balance. And I feel like if you're wearing like running shoes or anything that has like a thick bottom, your balance is kind of a little off. So if you wear a flat shoe, it'll help you with balance 100%. Not me with a hole in my sock. Shit. Knee sleeves on, flat shoes on. We're ready. Whee! All right, up next we got the leg press machine. We are going to be doing this high and wide with toes pointed out. That way we can focus more on the hamstrings and the glutes. And we're just warming up, so we'll do 1 to 2 sets of warm up and then we'll start adding more weight. But I want you to control the weight down and control it up. And as you're bringing it down, I want you to feel all the weight on your heels. So don't be using your toes. Use your heels or the middle of your feet. Really control that, feel that stretch down here. And then another cue too, as you're coming down, point your knees out. Just like this. All right, that feels pretty good, so let's add some more weight. All right, different angle for y'all, that way you can see where my feet placement, just to give you kind of like a better idea what the hell I'm talking about. If your leg press platform has an upper area to it, that's what I'm gonna want you to be using. So you'll put your feet high and wide. And I told this to one of my clients. She is a mom of 2, and she was like, oh, okay, so it's basically like giving birth. Yes, so you're basically giving birth. So if you're a mommy, a mamacita, this is what you're gonna be doing. Okay, now that we're all warmed up and it's feeling good, time to do our working set. I'm gonna be doing 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps, so wish me luck. And your girl's supposed to start her period today, so I swear during this move, man, I fucking just, I'm cooked. All right, I need music, so I'm not ignoring you, I just need to lock in. One more. Like I said, that last one, control it. Don't be slamming your weights. I ain't ready, but we gotta do it. Okay, Last set, best set. Also, at the top, I better not see any of y'all locking out your knees, okay? That is super dangerous. Always keep your knees slightly bent the entire time. Fuck. Fuck. That one burned. I thought I almost didn't make it. But then that adrenaline kicked in, bruh. Okay. I'm done with this shit. Okay. Some of y'all know I lost 14 pounds. Woohoo! But because I lost all that fat, this shit fucking hurts. All right, so I need some extra cushion. So what I like to get is this barbell pad that my gym has, and I just like to stick this inside the barbell pad just to give me some extra cushion. That way my hip bones don't hurt. Okay, let's make sure this shit is tight because I ain't trying to fly off this thing. And I want you to keep your chin tucked and eyes looking forward the entire time, and control that weight. And make sure to really squeeze those glutes at the top. That is going to be key into building these cheeks. Fuck. Okay, moving on to B stance RDLs. I did not talk through this workout simply because I was a little shy girl today and there was like too many people around me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna film and do a voiceover. But these have been my go-to favorites, okay? Especially because my left cheek is a little weird, all right? That left cheek is a little bit smaller than the right cheek. So doing this movement is gonna help balance my cheeks out. This exercise can be a little bit difficult, especially if you have never done it before. So I want you to make sure that your knees are aligned. Make sure they're not touching each other, but just make sure that they're aligned with each other. That back foot that is stepping back, that is just gonna help you with balance. You are not gonna put any weight on that leg. All the weight should be focusing on the working leg, which is the leg that is forward. So just really push those hips back, and as you come up, really use those glutes and squeeze to lift your weight up. And as you can tell, that shit burned because you girls got the shakes. This exercise is really good if you want to focus on the imbalances of your glutes. For example, my left one is a little bit smaller than my right one. So single leg focus stuff is going to be a game changer for you. One last exercise and we're done. We're done. Now, one of my favorite exercises to end a leg day is hip abductions, aka the sus machine. Please do not look at anybody in the eye when you are doing these, okay? We're gonna do these as kind of like a burnout, you know? Make that shit burn. So we're gonna be doing 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps. I know I ain't ready for this either, but it burns, but it feels good. For these, I really like to lean forward, and I do this simply because 1, it makes me feel more comfortable when I do this workout, and 2, I just feel it more in my glutes when I do it this way. You do not have to do it this way. You can simply just lean back and hold on to the handles, but me personally, I like to lean forward. Now finishing off the leg day with some Stairmaster. I do about 15 to 20 minutes after my leg workout. You don't have to do Stairmaster. You can also use like the treadmill, a bike, or just any cardio machine that you like. I just recommend to at least get your steps in. You could even walk outside if you want to, you know, but my goal is to at least get 10K steps a day. I like adding in the Stairmaster twice a week just because I feel like my body is so used to walking that I need to like kind of spark it a little bit. So I do the Stairmaster twice a week and I try to push to get those 20 minutes in. I will say it is hard as fuck, but I just feel so rewarded afterwards. All right, girlies, I am done. I'm fucking cooked. We are done with leg day.
Stairmaster is optional. I do like getting my cardio in after my leg workout, especially because today I have not gotten all my steps in, so I just like to get that extra cardio after my workouts. I don't do this all the time. I do this at least like maybe twice, 3 times a week. It just depends if I got my steps in that day or not. But I do highly recommend doing it though, and if you do it after your workout, because if you do it before your workout, your legs are probably going to be a little bit tired and you won't be able to push as hard. That is it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.